So I am working on cleaning up my backyard so that I can have Father's Day at my house, I guess. And I got this table for 30 bucks through the Reclaim Project in Spokane Valley today. And it's just, they help with halfway houses and getting people back into the community and making sure that they have a second shot at life. So they sell a lot of different furniture items and everything, and it ends up helping the community in that way. But yeah, so I'm just working on that. That way I can then end up staining it with waterproofing stain so that it can be outside for the summer, and eventually I will be putting it into my kitchen once I get a couple of things sorted in there, including building a in-the-wall liquor cabinet. So yeah, I will post as we go. guess the battery died, so I gotta go find another one. Got a different battery. Now on to the leaflet. looks like I have 3 more little pads to change out and everything. So we'll do what we can and then hopefully be able to stain this evening so that it's ready to go by Sunday. And then my dogs have been making special appearances in my videos. So, Fat Boy. Fatty. Look how happy he is. Can you look at the camera? Here. Oh, look how happy. Oh, here's Fish. Fish and Fatty. Fat Boy is the fluffy, and then Fish is the short hair. Anyways, back to it. Shoo. I got a text message. Okay. Moving right along. Back to this one. On to the next. Oh my god, I guess I have 3 more. This is a little ridiculous. Who knew you'd have to sand this much to be able to just stain with water resistant shit? Like, come on. Anyways, so I have an appointment on this coming Thursday to take the RV in to get a safety check and everything. I took 3 days calling around to figure out who to go to. and finally landed on Washington Auto Carriage in Spokane Valley. So I'm excited to start working with them, and they're probably gonna be my RV repair and check people for a while, at least until this specific mechanic retires or whatever. But yeah, anyways, on to getting everything sanded again. We're on to the last two. Thank goodness. Dang it. Okay, I guess we're on to the last sanding pad. That way we can actually get the stain on and go from there. that's done. Moving on to staining. So I am using Thompson's Water Seal, solid, darker, least grain and everything. It only takes one coat to end up protecting from water damage and mildew resistant UV ray damage, provides fade resistant color, acorn brown, so that's what I'm going to be using. It ends up penetrating into the wood and everything, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, so I'm just looking at it and figuring out application directions. So shake well. Yeah. Okay. All right. So just shaking. And then I have a bucket to pour it in to then paint. Oh man, now I gotta stab it with something. Maybe? How the fuck do you open this? Okay, now I gotta go find a knife or something to open it up with. Just gonna start with a small amount and see how much I need to cover the entirety of the table. Don't come at me for my painting skills. I'm a bit rusty and I do hair, not paint tables. So there's that. I'm always open to constructive criticism, but please don't bully me, I'll cry. But yeah. Like, I decided to go with Washington Auto Carriage because the gentleman that I talked to was really nice. He had good bedside manner and customer service skills and made me feel heard. And they don't charge an arm and a leg to just check and make sure everything's good to go. So, because Bellamy and I are planning a road trip to visit my mom July 8th until the 13th, and then be back on the 13th from Wyoming, and it needs to be safe and ready to go. So yeah, and I need to get the new seat belts put in and everything too. That way it's safe for car seats and passengers and everything. Because I mean, I have a 4-year-old. I don't want to be driving on the highway without him being safe is the thing. And I mean, I know it's a 90s vehicle and it's supposedly safe for him to be able to get out of his seat and go to the bathroom and move about the cabin and everything, but that's not going to happen. So, yeah, I gotta get that done. But first, the safety inspection. Yes, I'm just using a bucket. My intrusive thoughts just want to pour it onto the table and then like brush it across from there. But I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. But then again, this is my first time staining anything. It's my first time also sanding anything, so thanks to whoever ends up watching this and joining me on that journey. So pretty great. I'm actually really liking this stain. I know that it takes a while to like seep in and whatnot, but like it's going on pretty easily, and I like how nice and rich it looks. So, I think, what did I say this was? Acorn brown. Yeah, I'm liking it. Don't mind me. It is 9:16 at night. My crackhead neighbors probably think I'm the crackhead, but it is what it is. Like, I got stuff to get done before Sunday, and this is one of them. So, late night painting in my backyard it is. Don't mind me tripping over everything. Done with the table portion, then we move on to the leaf. It says you only need one coat, but you can add a second one if you want it to be darker. So, who knows? because I kind of want it to be even, and I'm not sure how to ensure that. Partly because it's getting dark, and I don't know how to tell if it's evenly distributed or not. Like I can, but I can't. I don't know. Goodness. Moving along here. This isn't really my craft, so it's obviously not going to be professionally perfect, I guess.